Right now, see the cassava? Usually, if you are taking it out, you see, there's a stick inside between the cassava. Okay, so that stick that is lying in between, you make sure you take it out. Okay, it's a stick and it's very hard, so you have to make sure you take it out. I'm turning it into small so that I can put it in. Anytime I'm ready, then I'll use it. And at the same time, I want to use it for. I usually do it like this because it's easy for me. See the stick that is inside? The other day when I boiled it there, it was a little bit hard for me to do the fufu. So this time, I want to just blend it like that. At this point, I'm still on it. Taking the, make sure I take the skin, the stick, and in the middle, and make sure I take it out, because sometimes if you don't take it out, you are blending. That one too is the flapping, because you know you have to take it out. Okay, it goes like this. Take it down like that. Divide it into two. You take out the stick out in the middle, go like that. And you cut it into pieces. The reason why you have to cut it small, because if you are blending it, you know, you don't have to have any issue of blending or something like that. Okay? Cut it small, because if you cut it like that, it's easy for you to, you know, take the skin out from the cassava. They have the powdered one in the store, but you don't know how they did it, and then you are buying it, you know. You are buying it with your money. You don't know what they mix it with it. That's why I don't usually advise, like, I buy my own thing and do it my own self, because the one that they have it in the store, right? You are not sure how they made it. You don't know the ingredient they put it inside. That's why you do your own thing. At least you know what you are eating. I don't eat fufu every day, but I say, let me make the palm nut soup. There's a stick inside it. Trying to take that. Carry small. Okay. Taking the skin out again, cutting into pieces. All of them have, I don't know why, the cassava has the sticks. Still here, almost finished. I'm doing all of them at the same time so I can store it in the freezer. This one is not a yam, it's a cassava. I know a lot of people do cassava, right? Cassava have a lot of starch, but if you are mixing it with the plantain, you know. But besides that, the one that they have it in the store, you don't even know how they did it, right? That's why we have to be very careful. What you make sure you buy. Because rare food, you have to have time to do it. If you want to eat healthy, if you don't have time to do it, you can't get the quality you want. Let me put this off. Okay. I usually try to take the stick. The stick always is over there. I want to take it out from there. At this point, I have a plantain. Okay. Let me put this on the plate. Some people use the skin to make the fufu, and they also use it for like they use it together with the plantain to make porridge also. I've been doing that. Next time I'll show you people how to do it. Take all the skin. Little by little. Take another one. Finish. I'm almost finished. After that, I'll pack them and put it in the washing it now. Let me get my salt. I want to put my salt. I use Ghana salt. Now they have it everywhere. That's the right one. So I'm washing it. Okay? I'm washing it. And then put a little water again and put the salt. Okay? Put a little salt and give a little water. Okay? At this point, this one too is here, the cassava. I wash it. Right? I wash it again. I wash it again. I wash it again. Okay. And then after that, I put a little salt on top. Okay. And then put a little water there. So at this point, I'm coming to pack them now. Okay. And then use the rest for whatever I want to do. So I have my plastics here. Okay. I take cassava. Remember, I have the salt around it, so put it like this. A little bit like that. See, like this. I have one here. So anytime you want to eat fufu, you just blend it and do it. But if you want to get the right fufu, you have to sacrifice yourself and do it, because if you don't do it, then you can't get the fufu that you want. Okay. Let me take the one I'm using. Okay. I'm using this one. Me and my daughter. So the rest, get into this one. We have 3. Okay. I can also, like, if I want to do it, I can take more plantain. I put my plantain in the fridge because if you put it outside, it's going to change color. So if you put it outside, the green plantain is going to be red, because right now the sun is out. So you can't put the plantain. I said the plantain. Yeah, the plantain outside. Right now, you have to put it in the fridge. Otherwise, if you put the green plantain outside, like if you put it, you don't put it in the fridge, you just put it in the kitchen, it's going to change color. Why? Because of the temperature. Okay. Okay. So at this point, I have all of them here. I have them here, all of them here. So let's go over here so that I can blend the one that I did. Sometimes it's good to cut it a little bit so that it will be blending how quality you want it. I prefer, sometimes I prefer to use this blender, because this blender really can make it mushy. So that's why I like to use that one. Okay, I'll put it like this. Oh boy. don't want to put a lot of water because one more. Like this, we put it over here. At this point, let's go to the freezer. Freezer. Okay? So I put it all the way over there. So we have it over here. So now we are going back over here, okay? Now blend it. at this point, we are over here. These are the body begin to, and we call it cake. So I'm putting it, okay? If I make it like this, it's easy for me, but if I boil it and if I boil it there, it's a little bit hard for me, but if I blend it like this and I put it there, make it easy for me. I'd rather do it like that, you know, make sure I blend it well. Lower the stove a little bit, okay? And then do water. Okay, so at this point, let me put it like this. My soup here is boiling. That's the beautiful food. That's the beautiful food. If you're on diet, you can use it. You can eat it like once a month, okay, or twice a week. Twice a week is okay, you know. But you make sure don't put a lot of cassava. You put more plantain, okay? Because the one that I just put in the freezer, right? If I want to cook it, I'll add plantain. Like I said, I put the plantain in the fridge because if you put it outside, if the weather, how the weather is right now, if you put it outside, right, it's going to turn red. And then it's going to be like a red plantain. So it's better to put it in the fridge if you buy your green plantain, so that you store it, you know. So I realize if you cook the cassava, it's very hard to make your fufu. It's very, very hard to make your fufu. So I rather, you know, blend it. If you blend it, it's easy. Blend it and make your fufu. See, it's coming. You can see I have a lot of plantain here. So at this point, I'll put the leftover plantain and cassava that I put water on it in the blender. Okay. So let me just jiggle it in the sides. And then let's wait for a while. Okay. Okay. So we have our bowl over here. Okay. this point, let me get my ato. They call it ato. This is ato. Let me get my ato. Make it like this. that's a plantain fufu. Okay. So let's see what we can do. Take see over here. I want to cool down my soup, so I'm putting the soup over here because I want to cool it before I put on my this thing. Okay. Here is the soup. Okay, so I want to let it cool before I can put it on top of the soup over here. I'm coming. Wait. So that's the fufu for her. Okay. Take a picture. Okay. So let me take a picture of the fufu that I have. So sorry. At this point, take a picture. Thanks for watching. Thank you.